What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs blue line, the changes that were made, and what we can expect from the Toronto Maple Leafs this coming season. Now, I might do something like this again in September, but just as a general conversation, I wanted to talk about their blue line right now because that's been the biggest thing that the Toronto Maple Leafs have had to change over the past 2 years. This is the first season that we're seeing a big trade happen for their blue line, multiple trades, and movement, because the Toronto Maple Leafs need to reinvent themselves on that back end. They need to make sure that they can get it done defensively, or at least have more point-producing defensemen to replace what they might be missing out on. So let's just take a look right now at what their blue line will probably look like next season. So Morgan Rielly and Tyson Barrie is your top pairing. Now, the reason why I do that is because those are the top two guys on the team, but there's been a lot of talk that Morgan Rielly could have Cody Ceci as the guy that's on his top pairing, or there's a chance that Morgan Rielly will move down and Muzzin will move up. But regardless, your top two guys technically are Morgan Rielly and Tyson Barrie. Now, we're not just going to blow over Tyson Barrie coming onto this team. Tyson Barrie last season had 59 points in 78 games played. In a full 82, he's probably over 60 points. So you're adding an absolute dynamite point-producing defenseman to the team. He had 59 points, like I said, last year. The year before that, 57 in only 68 games played. So Tyson Barrie is very capable of going on hot streaks and scoring like crazy. And I think that he's going to be absolutely amazing for the Toronto Maple Leafs on their back end. Point production-wise, he's not the best defensively, kind of like Morgan Rielly. But Tyson Barrie is your guy that's going to put up more points than Jake Gardiner, and is like Jake Gardiner in the sense that they both, aren't exactly the greatest defensively. Although I keep telling people, look at Jake Gardiner's defensive numbers, his advanced statistics. Gardiner wasn't that bad defensively. He was actually better than Morgan Rielly. But Tyson Barrie puts up a ton of points. It's a good replacement if Gardiner doesn't come back, which it looks like he won't be, even with the back injury stuff. But hopefully that gets done soon, the Gardiner stuff, so that way we don't have to worry anymore about him and his back situation. I want him to be good. But Morgan Rielly, Tyson Barrie as probably your top two, followed by Jake Muzzin and Cody Ceci. Now, Muzzin is going to play a full season with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Last year, Muzzin only played in 30 games with the Toronto Maple Leafs, having 16 points. So in a full season, he's going to make a difference because he is a more defensive style of defenseman. While he can put up points, Muzzin hits hard, and I think that he'll be very good with whoever he plays with. Now, I'm under the impression that it would be cool to see him play with Cody Ceci, because I think as much as we are going to be a little bit like iffy on Cody Ceci, he is getting paid $4.5 million this year. You got to remember, Nikita Zaitsev was a long-term $4.5 million defenseman that couldn't put up any points. Whereas Cody Ceci, while he's pretty bad defensively, much like Nikita Zaitsev, was put in a bad situation in Ottawa, didn't exactly really play in the most favorable minutes, put in positions where he couldn't succeed. He's not a defensive defenseman, yet he got a lot of defensive zone starts. With Toronto, he'll probably get more offensive zone starts and won't be relied on to be a defensive defenseman. He's only 25 years old, so he has a chance to really build. Maybe the Leafs build up his trade value and trade him down the line, but if he's doing very good this year, why move him? So I'm going to give him a chance. 74 games played, 26 points. That was his career high. Well, he tied his career high because he had 26 points in the 15-16 season. He's been in the NHL for a long time, actually. 6 seasons. Not all full seasons, but roughly 6 years in the NHL, which is pretty impressive. 440 games under his belt with 118 points. So he can put up points. 26 points last year for him. That's not bad, considering last year Nikita Zaitsev had 14 points in 81 games played, whereas Ceci only played in 74 and had 26. So an obvious production when it comes to points, which is pretty good. They're going to need that. Now, Travis Dermott is the other guy, and possibly Timothy Liljegren or Rasmus Sandin, maybe Marinson, maybe we're going to see Schmaltz, I believe. Hopefully that noise in the background isn't too bad, but there's a lot of options for that bottom pairing. But if we're going depth chart guys who we likely would want to see there, I think Timothy Liljegren, he's a right shot defenseman, finally getting his shot for the NHL would make a lot of sense. And Travis Dermott is going to start the season injured. So we're not sure how long Dermott's going to be out, But Dermott last year had 17 points in 64 games played. He was hurt for a lot of last year too. Missing like 20 games is pretty significant. We don't want him to do that again, but it looks like that's how he's going to start the season. Not really sure when he's going to be coming back. But Timothy Liljegren, this is an interesting option. With some guys that are going to be out, the Leafs are going to need a guy like Timothy Liljegren to step up. Maybe Rasmus Sandin will step up. The Leafs don't have a ton of depth when it comes to right-handed shot defensemen, although they picked up Kevin Gravel. They swapped, I believe his name's Kevin Gravel. I don't want to be ignorant, but I believe that is his name, and because they moved on from Andreas Borgman, which wasn't the best trade in my eyes. But if we're looking at Timothy Liljegren, he's played 2 seasons so far with the Toronto Marlies, well, parts of seasons. 44 games played in the 17-18 season with 17 points. And then this past season, 43 games played, 15 points. But the positives on Timothy Liljegren is that he is 20, right-handed shot. He's getting better. People think that he's going to be a pretty solid, bottom pairing, second pairing defenseman. They hope he's going to be a second pairing guy. I really think he can be. I guess his skating ability, I've seen him live too. If I'm just going to give my scouting report, I think he moves the puck very well. That's something that I think a lot of people are overlooking. He does move the puck really well. He can move for his size. He's 6 foot, 192 pounds. I think that he moves pretty well. He got to play on the power play. He's done penalty kill. He's done a bit of everything. And him and Rasmus Sandin have both been playing on the top pairing for a while. They both got their opportunities. But Rasmus Sandin improved a lot. Like, a lot of people did not expect him to come into the North American game and absolutely blow everybody away. He looks really good. He's 19, and I think that he has a legitimate shot of getting a shot with the Leafs right off the bat. Now, last year, he had 28 points in 44 games played. So a pretty good job for him. 28 in 44 games, not bad. And he had 10 points in 13 playoff games. At 19 years old, he looks good. Kyle Dubas said there's spots to be had. With Timothy Liljegren out to start the season, there's a good chance, or Travis Dermott out to start the season, Liljegren and Sandin have a shot to make this team. Now, like I said, Gravel has, or Gravel, again, I always, or Gravel, I always feel like I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. It might be Gravel. Schmaltz is there, Marinson. Like, they've got some guys that could fill those spots. Justin Hall. I believe that they want to give these young guys a chance, Sandin and Liljegren. I think that they really want to see what they've got. And, the Leafs blue line last year had guys like Ron Hainsey, Nikita Zaitsev, Jake Gardiner. All 3 of those guys chewed up a ton of minutes for the Leafs. But when we're talking minutes that are getting taken on, a full season of Jake Muzzin, Tyson Barrie, and Cody Ceci, who I don't think will get a ton of minutes, but will get a good chunk because he's going to be in that top 4 a lot of the time. If Dermott started the season healthy, we might have seen that get bumped down, but I really feel like they want to have right-left on every pairing, which is the reason why Timothy Liljegren might have a really good shot at making this team. And the same thing with Rasmus Sandin. I think that at the beginning of the season, they're going to say, okay, listen, we've got an injury here. We've moved out a lot of guys. Hainsey isn't here anymore to chew up minutes. We're not giving Nikita Zaitsev minutes because he's literally not here anymore. He's not getting those minutes on penalty kill, whatever. So Muzzin's going to take some of those minutes. Maybe Cody Ceci. I know that's not something that you want to see. But Marty Marinson might get an opportunity just because he can kill penalties, and that's something that he's decent at doing. But you might see the Leafs go with 7 defensemen maybe. We'll have to see. Maybe they start the year with 7 defensemen. But I feel like they're going to say, okay, listen, you young guys, right off the bat, we want to see what we've got with you. Why don't you come in here and show us what you've got and make it hard on us to send you down? And I think Kyle Dubas and Mike Babcock would both like that to happen. So, listen, with the season starting within the next month or 2, well, not month, 2 months, I'm just getting excited for training camp. Hainsey's gone. Zaitsev's gone. Guys, there's holes to fill here. Dermott's injured. I think it's going to be cool to see Muzzin in a full season with the Leafs. He'll make an impact. Barrie is going to be great with point production. I'm hoping Ceci takes a step. He's only 25. He's got a chance to at least bump up his stock a little bit here. And who knows? Jake Gardiner had 30 points last year in 62 games played, but he still doesn't have a contract. There's been rumors that he's been waiting for teams to clear out space. Maybe teams are telling him that. He might already have an agreement with somebody by the time this video's out. I don't know. Stuff can happen. But guess what? We'll have to see what happens. I don't know. I'm excited. And this blue line got better, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. I'd love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Let's get to 7,000 subscribers, and I'll see you in the next video or stream. Peace.